And we aren't necessarily a team yet.
That's true. Yeah, not necessarily a team yet.
This band of individuals.
Yeah, this group of crazies.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
How plausible is it that if we like met up in space, the Lambda and this ship, that we could like connect to each other and transfer between the two?
Absolutely, something you can do.
Cool. I'm not abandoning the. See, the thing is, someone has to fly this thing back because I'm gonna return this. Rent.
Well, hold on. There may be a complication or two here.
What?
So Jax,
Jax,
you're headed back to the original hangar, right?
To the original hangar. You know, I want to make sure it's clear before Kin and Mouse show up.
Okay. Why don't you roll me an average perception check?
I'm so good at perception now, guys.
And
watch this.
I'm gonna add a black dice only because.
What?
Only because.
But I want to be good at perception.
You stated that you're hurriedly making your way there, and you're not as perceptive as you would be in a calm area.
I love you.
You ready?
Yes, go for
it. That's how you
feel like your Han Solo running down the corridor, right?
Damn! This is so bullshit.
Jax, come on.
So you don't notice the thing, but you do get an advantage. You can reduce a strain. If you'd like.
I want to use my advantage to re-roll.
Not a thing that happens.
Alright, I guess I will recover a strain.
So, also, I want Mouse to roll me an average check. I'm not gonna add a black dice though, because you're in a calm, collected scenario. But roll me an average perception check.
An average perception check?
Yep.
I sure will.
You're good to go whenever you want to do it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You're on a roll.
I'm sorry, Jax.
Cool. No, it's
fine. From now on, Toasty does all my rolls. Give him access to my character sheet.
Maybe. We'll see. So Dash, your plan is now that you're free, right? You're going to lift off and head out, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you can boot up the ship, no problem, and it begins to the boarding ramp comes up, and it feels like there's probably like some clangs and stuff in the back from the ship, just not having maintenance done in 100 years. Now I gotta fix that. And you begin to take off, and you begin to fly out, and at the same time, Mouse, you're just kind of like now that your job is done, you're kind of just like scrolling through things. And you look at the sensors, and you have 2 ID signatures.
Oh no!
2 ID signatures?
Yeah, there's two ID signatures that are kind of patrolling around the ship.
Oh no!
And I think that as you kind of creep out of the hangar, Dash. You blow them up Mouse, you zoom in on the ID signatures and you look at them. They appear to be Imperial Remnant starfighters.
Oh no!
Oh no!
And it looks like they're not on an intercept course purposely towards where Dash is just flying out of. But if remain in the area much longer, they might identify that there's a ship in the area.
So I'm guessing
it's probably right as Kin comes running in as well, like, hey, we gotta go.
Yeah, he's like, Mouse, we need to leave the area right now.
Hold on, Kin, I need to do something.
I just pick her up.
Please tell me you're gonna shoot him.
You just pick her up?
Yeah.
No, wait, Kin! Dash.
What?
There are starfighters outside the ship.
Shit. Do you think you can shoot them or something?
Well, that's gonna be a little hard considering Kin is carrying me away from them.
Yeah, like slung over the shoulder of the 7-foot droid, like running through the hallways. Yeah.
Kin, I don't know if you can hear me, but you kind of put me in danger, buddy.
So I think that while that's happening, you're like, you put me in danger. Jax, you run into the hangar, and you see you have a sight that you get to see here. Let me pull it up for you real quick. In fact, I'm just gonna move you over there just so you can have the appropriate reaction to this incident. Let me make sure they populated.
Oh, please, great, no.
Awesome.
Why do things need to get populated?
I'm guessing I'm gonna running out around the corner.
So, Jax,
are these different colors because it's a different squad?
Yeah, they might be.
Okay.
Oh no.
So you see,
I haven't gotten the update yet.
You see another Lamba class shuttle, although it's painted kind of like a darker gray blackish color.
Yeah.
And you see another Imperial naval officer kind of standing at the end of the ramp, and you see these two other squads that are kind of like, they're very interested in this ship, which is your rental ship. You have a moment to react, Jax. What do you do?
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna walk in there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna scream at the officer, "What the fuck are you doing? You're fucking up my operation."
Okay. What? All right. So you
at
go
the same
walking
time,
in.
I'm gonna whisper to Kin, "Don't enter the hangar."
He's leaning into it.
Okay.
I'm like, "Don't enter the hangar."
So let's get Jax. Let's get you on the screen here, buddy.
Oh no, this is not good.
So yeah, you start screaming at the officer, and I think that simultaneously all of the troopers, like, they pull their blasters out and kind of have them addressed in your direction, and the officer kind of like looks at you and he's like, "What are you?"
I completely ignoring the guns pointed at me. I keep walking towards the officer, and I'm saying, "I've been working undercover trying to infiltrate this fucking salvaging ring, and you and your men have just landed a ship right outside it. What? Who under whose orders are you?"
Yeah, and I think that as you approach closer, he kind of like, he holds up just a hand to you and he says, "Identification, please."
I'm undercover, you fucking idiot! What do you think? I've got my badge on me?
So I assume you're trying to deceive
I've been living with these people for 3 months.
I assume you're trying to deceive this individual, right?
I'm trying to use deception like a motherfucker.
So it's no surprise that this is going to be a daunting task.
You should probably use a destiny point.
I'm also going to use a destiny point to upgrade the difficulty.
You should definitely use this.
Yeah. Can we use a destiny point to have Kin's a droid, right?
Yes.
Can he like modulate his voice?
I don't think his particular series of droid is capable of doing that.
Can we use a destiny point to have Toasty rig up a device on the fly that would let Kin modulate his voice through a comlink?
I don't think so. No, that's not something that I think we can convince the Destiny gods that she just has.
Well, I need some advice, some suggestions.
So you could roll a destiny. You could spend a destiny point to upgrade the upgrade your check against them.
Yeah, I could do that. Okay. I mean, I guess that's what I have to do, isn't it?
Okay. So go ahead and click use light side on your character sheet. Okay, good. We're back to 3 and 3.
I'm not seeing the new image on 20.
That's because I haven't moved you over there yet.
I think, yeah.
Alright.
But I will move everybody over there so you all can see the scenario.
Right. Yeah.
So I have the roll set up. It's a daunting task with an upgrade on each side. Why don't you go ahead and roll deception for me?
Alright, let me just... I want to be able to see what I roll here. Oh, God. Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Well,
I only saw the success, not the fret.
yeah,
So
Have fun!
yeah.
so the sweat rolls down your back, right?
That's
Take-
the
How can you tell? Are you in my room?
Yeah, so you feel like the cold sweat kind of run down your back because he looks at you and he says, his hand kind of drops and he says, "I was not aware of any operations going on in this sector. Perhaps."
We weren't meant to be in this sector. I've been infiltrating this salvaging crew for the last 3 months. We were just told by our employer to decide to, on the way back from a job, stop by this ship because he wanted us to investigate another ship that had been in the area.
I see.
I haven't had a chance to put it through to I haven't been in touch for 2 weeks. My next check-in is in 4 days, and I wasn't able to update them of this change of plans.
And who is your contact?
Major Andre.
Yeah, I think there's like
I've been watching a lot of Turn Washington.
there's an eyebrow raised and he says, yes, well, apologies, but as you understand it, this is off of the radar. I will have to converse with my captain. And you see, like, he holds his finger up to his ear and he talks, and you hear him, he's like, "Yes, you are almost here. Very well."
Oh, crap.
No!
And Jax, the perception check that you failed earlier, coming out from behind you, you see the rest of the squads of people.
You got fucking 16 people and 2 officers on you, buddy. I'm sorry for you.
They kind of come out behind you.
You're rock in a hard place, Rip Jax.
And
Yeah. You still succeeded on that roll.
you succeeded. You deceived them into thinking that you are some undercover agent. Now, to be fair,
Well, okay.
that doesn't mean that they're not going to then take you on their ship and go make sure of all that.
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen. I completely understand that you don't fully understand what's going on here. But right now, the thing that matters to me is that we maintain my operation. So I will radio my crew and tell them that I'm going to go check there. I will go with you and your men, and we can go to, the next hangar over, and we can clear this all up. But can you please have your pilot just fly that Lamba just outside the ship so the people don't see it? I really don't want to blow my operation.
Okay. So I think that it's interesting to note while you're having this conversation, Kin, you
Yeah.
you come up behind everybody, right? Like, you can see the scene from the back, and all you see is Jax just kind of like, I'm assuming you're doing like the talking with your hands thing, Jax, where you're like,
Oh yeah.
and you see like 4 squads of naval troopers, like their weapons are out, they're down at their sides now, but their weapons are out still. And you see these 2 officers just kind of like looking at Jax strangely. Kin, what do you do in that scenario?
Where am I?
So you're like behind where all of the people came out. You're like back in this area.
Kind of like here.
Yeah, like back behind everybody. And you're like in the hallway that leads into the hangar.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna put mouse down. And I'm okay. So this might be crazy. Can you find a terminal to open that shield?
Yes.
Yeah. Opening the shield on the hangar.
But the Jedi doesn't know won't hurt him.
Yes, I believe I can run and get Jax before he floats.
Okay. Now
You're not involved
wait,
in that
this-
conversation, to be fair.
Okay.
They're standing right
That's
next to
what
each other.
I'm asking if I can hear this over comms or not.
No.
Oh no, this is a conversation between the 2 of them.
Yeah, I can totally do that. If it'll say Jax, sure.
Excellent.
Do you get in a sprinter stance, Kin?
Yeah. He's ready to go.
Okay. All right. So again, I would say you've made enough successful checks, Mouse, that you don't even need to roll to hack in anymore. Especially since you broke the command center over your knee, basically.
Super hacker.
Yeah. This particular ship you could do almost anything on that is connected.
Yeah.
So you begin. You look around. You find a terminal. Like in the so the way this is laid out, like there's probably like a control booth that's up like back at the rear of this location where like you would dock ships and tell them to come in and out. So you creep up the stairs up there and you slide in and you find a terminal and you begin doing your thing. So Dash and Zian, you guys are flying around. You've been told, the only thing you've been told is there's Imperial Remnant starfighters outside.
Huh.
So I assume, Dash, you're pretty on the I need to fly this ship now.
Yeah.
So Zian, are you looking at the sensors, like trying to scan?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if they're like closing on us, or if they're just kind of maintaining a pattern, or what's going on with them.
So you the intention here, Dash, was to go to the other hangar, right? I assume you're still doing that.
Yes.
So I think that the problem is, and luckily you chose the scout ship, so you have medium range sensors. Zian, as you're approaching, kind of like getting in the area, you see two little blips that pop up at medium range from the ship.
Okay.
They don't appear to be like engaging or on track to engage with you.
Okay.
But you definitely see they're broadcasting, their IFF is broadcasting Imperial Remnant starfighters. And they're basically right at the area where the hangar is.
This hangar that we're seeing on screen, or the hangar we were from? Okay.
Yeah.
Also, you're talking about the two lambdas.
Yes.
Oh god.
Well, no.
One of the
they're
lambdas
fighters.
Is it landed or is it in there?
Did you see fighter?
Yeah,
they're both landed.
The lambdas are not broadcasting. They're two Imperial Remnant starfighters that are outside of the ship.
So just a question about Imperial Remnant starfighters. Are they like ships like TIEs or?
Yeah, so I think you would get enough information to know that they appear to be a TIE variant.
Yeah.
Right.
I would like to try and calculate a hyperspace jump that can get us out of here and try and send it to the Lambda whenever they're on board and ready, so we don't have to waste any time.
Yeah. So you calculate the hyperspace jump on your ship, send the data over to the other ship. Okay, sure. I think that what's interesting here, though, is you haven't been expressed the situation yet. So I assume that you, Dash, you stop the ship because you know you can hide outside their sensor range. Because you have the scout ship, right? And that's like the advantage. So maybe you fly to like the dark side of the ship, right? Like on the other side, and just kind of monitor their progress. So I think that
Azar, just a question about our comlinks.
Yeah.
And they're like in Star Wars, the handheld with a speaker in it, or is it like air models?
The handheld.
It's handheld. Yeah.
All right. So yeah. Okay.
So I think that as you guys are sitting there, the plan here, as I see it, is Mouse, you want to try and like vent the ships into space. Kin, your goal is to run out, grab Jax, and then bring him back.
I'm gonna start running before she went anything, and try to hold on something in him at the same time as she.
Okay. All right.
Shield. So I'm thinking they might not have enough time to react.
Are gonna be killing people? Is that like?
Well, I think so because it's Star Wars and not real life. I think that even when you deactivate the shield, it's not like it's instantly going to release all the air. Everything is going to get kind of like it's like in the movies, right? When things get like sucked out towards space, like As long as they grab onto something and hold on for long enough, you know, it's the distraction to get Jax and hide him behind some rubble or something.
Yeah.
I mean, could it to the point where Dersek and our ship is sucked, please?
Yeah, so, but if this should be noted, if you allow all of the hangar to depressurize, then yeah, probably they're all dead.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking more along those lines. Grab onto Jax.
No.
To be fair, Kin doesn't need atmosphere, so...
Yeah.
I mean, you can bum rush it to one of the lambdas, close the thing, and just tell them to deactivate it while you stand the ship.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
I'm
good
thinking that Mouse might not be able to make it to the ship.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, right? Is like, yeah, you could do that, but then what does Mouse do?
During all this time, have I convinced them at all to go to the other hangar with me and
no, so
move their ship?
I wanted to make sure that that they all had their plans in action, because I think that they're acting without you. So I think that what happens here is they're like, you know, we don't want to compromise the mission. So they're like, you know, go ahead and let's all hop on the Lambda and we'll go to a different area. And I think as you're walking over there, all of a sudden, like, the klaxons start going on, like, mer, 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 and like the shield kind of starts flickering, and like all the remnant guys are like looking around, like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, just it powers down, right? And then like the wind just blasts you forward, Jax. Kin, you're obviously like running at this point, right?
Yeah, full speed.
Can I take a move?
So here's what I want to do. I think that the best way to solve this is going to be with initiative.
I think at this point, if I got stuck alone on the ship, I could handle all the remnant by myself.
Possible.
I'm like that connected.
It's possible.
Like this is literally like the movie Mastermind.
So
basically.
This is a fucking death trap.
Jax and Kin, I want you guys to roll me initiative tests.
Yep.
And I'm gonna roll for the NPCs here to see if they.
I'm guessing I'm rolling
vigilance.
Because I am aware of, and maybe Jax is rolling with vigilance.
You got it exactly. Yes.
All right.
You are prepared. You are the only one prepared, Kin.
Yep. You got it set up?
Yeah. Wait. No. I forgot. It will kill the dice pool. I leave those. Okay, go for it.
I'm not that cool, so this will be crappy.
Well, my vigilance is only slightly better. Whoa!
Nice.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll once for each of them since I don't want to make like 6 rolls. We'll just see how they do overall.
Well, you know, the thing is, we could potentially have it that, you know, the lab that gets sucked into space and we just dock it while it's in space.
I'm thinking the lambdas are too. I'm thinking the lambdas are maybe too heavy. Sucked.
They should have like a mag.
Yeah, they're mag clamps.
That makes sense. I forgot.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. We're good.
Yeah, they're mag clamps.
We may have 2 lambdas.
We have 2 lambdas. I say we pillage the military one, take ours and return it, and then register the ship. That's my plan. I don't know.
Okay. So
I have to give a bit of credit to register, but it's for a good cause.
So there's one PC turn first, and remember, in this game, anyone can take PC turns, regardless of how anyone rolls.
So Jax, are you okay with me running in and grabbing you?
I am.
Yeah. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Alpha, yeah, you take the first turn.
All right. So Kin is gonna run in and try to grab hold of something, and Jax.
Yeah. So there's plenty of like debris and stuff around that you could like grab onto, like hook one arm in and grab Jax. I think that this is probably a coordination check though to do all of those actions in one round, right? Like in the to get a good enough grip here.
Athletics or coordination, so I'll be fine with either.
Yeah, I think
Look at this cocaine boy.
Yeah.
I think athletics would be like the holding on strength. This is the coordination.
All
one,
right.
I think.
Yeah.
I am gonna add a black dice though because there is probably debris and chaos like floating and flying around.
May
in
I
this
add a
instance.
blue dice since I don't breathe?
I will allow you a blue dice for being a droid. Sure.
Awesome.
So there you go. The roll set up.
Right,
All right.
Droid dice. No problem.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you just like you find like a piece of like rebar that's sticking up from a broken panel. You like clamp onto it, and then you like grab Jax by the belt loop or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're able to secure onto them. So NPC turn gets to go. I think the officers are like first like their hats blow off and they're like, you know, slowly getting pulled back. And I think that they start directing the men. They're like, you know, back to the ship. Like we can't do anything else. And then like one of them probably like tumbles backwards a little bit and then grips onto the edge. I'm going to make an athletics check for them to see if they can actually hold on.
Get sucked hard, bitch.
Wow. That was incredible.
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
sorry.
Wow.
Gross.
So, sorry. Should Mouse also have a role in the turn order, or?
I'm
Or
just
if
doing
you-
the
if
people
you
in the
wanna
hangar
shut
right
down-
now.
okay.
Yeah. Just doing the people in the hangar right now.
I think she's good.
Yeah.
I am good out here.
Yeah, no, I'm fine in the and that uses brawn. Okay, cool. And there it's gonna be the same roll, except no blue dice.
Come on. Ah!
Okay.
Oh crap.
So they get like their hats blow off and like one of them probably like gets winged by a piece of debris that flies by. But they're able to like grip on and hold on with their might. So they aren't blown out in the first turn. Now I'm going to increase the difficulty of hanging on every turn, by the way, in case anyone was curious as to how that was gonna work.
I
Cool.
wasn't sure how long I was going to keep it open.
Right, exactly.
Aren't there like two of them, or
So yeah, so there's two of them. So this guy back here is probably like he's probably been blown into the like into a debris pile. And this guy's probably like hanging on to like a landing strut of the Lambda. Jax, you can take an action here. But I want to know what your like internal monologue is to what in the hell is happening.
Jax has been through the shit. He's like these crazy motherfuckers. I like them. I say I'm gonna use my minor or whatever it's called, incidental, to say
Yeah.
like, can you hold on to me tightly?
Absolutely.
All these
Alright.
not
incredible
so many times
statements.
like kid.
So from where I am right now, what can I see of the Lambda and how far away is it?
So you're in the Lambda is between you and space, right?
Yeah.
So you're being pulled towards it technically.
But
There's
can I see the landing? Can I see like up the ramp and into it, or can I see the front of it?
so yeah. So I think you could see this area of it. It's probably pulled in like straight. And I think you see this squad here is at the back of it, and they're like trying to hang on to it because they're right underneath it. So the ramp is probably on the other side of the ship from you, facing away from you.
Alright, so that means plan 1 is out. So we're gonna go with plan 2. How well can I see the door that Kin ran through where Mouse is?
Pretty well. It's not that far behind you. I mean, he had time to
Alright.
like run out and grab you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna then make a ranged light. I'm
Yeah.
gonna shoot my grapple harpoon at the wall where, like, close to where Mouse is, so I can try and winch us out of this. Blowy Death Store.
Absolutely.
Nice. Didn't even know you had that.
This is
I
awesome.
know you guys didn't know he had it, and I was excited for it. So I think it's
That's
gonna
why
be.
I was like, when he starts running at me, I really wanted to take the first turn and just like zip past him. But I was like, yeah, he's being so cool and nice.
So yeah, so I think an average check is fine here. Again, it'll increase the difficulty if it gets worse, but I am going to add a black dice because it's a physical object and it's trying to be sucked into space as well.
Cool.
But you have a pretty good ranged light, right? Now remember, you guys still have destiny points.
Yeah, but I don't think we should need it for this.
Okay, all right.
I mean, my rolls have been historically amazing, so I don't think we have anything to worry about.
I don't know if you've been playing the same game as
Let me know
us.
when you're ready.
Yeah, go for it. You're good.
Come on.
Oh!
That's not a success.
So
That
it's
is a
not a
success.
success. Well, it's
a triumph isn't a success?
So
Yes, it is, but it's too.
yeah, so it's a success and a triumph. So here's the deal. This is where we get into the weird part of how this game works sometimes. You don't get what you want, but you do get something else awesome, right? So what do you think that other awesome thing?
I know.
How awesome are you gonna let me be?
It's a triumph.
It's critical hit, man. It's pretty awesome.
All right, so I want just as I shoot it, Kin loses his grip, and we go flying. And instead of shooting it and hitting mouse, we go flying past the Lamba, and then it goes into the Lamba through the
Nice.
and I pull us in up the ramp.
So you hook onto the Lambda shuttle, like you shoot it, and then Kin loses his grip, or maybe you shoot it and it like flies backwards and connects onto your Lambda, right? That's the one you want.
Yeah. Basically, I want to be able to get in our Lambda.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do.
And like you turn to Kin, you're like, let go, and then you start winching yourself in. You fly up and around and then swing.
And because it's a triumph, can I say that as we're swinging through, we knock one of those red guys and he goes tumbling a bit?
One of the
blue, gone too far?
The blue guys are at the ship.
No, I know, but what I'm imagining, right, is where
I will impose an additional black dice on their try not to get sucked into space roll.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Awesome.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is I've attached it to here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna swing like this. Why is it? Can I draw it like this, kind of?
Yeah, like this.
Through
up and around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was hoping we could like smack one of those red boys, but it's okay. I'm just trying to be silly.
Yeah. Well, I think that you definitely have an opportunity to get one of the blue guys, and the blue guys are probably more important because they're on your ship basically. So.
What?
They're not inside it; they're hanging on to the outside of it.
Yeah, so I will give them an additional setback dice for their trying not to get sucked into space roll.
Awesome.
Can I take another incidental to scream something?
Sure, scream away, sir.
As we go past them, I yell to the guy by the bigger Landa, "Get in touch with Major Andre. Tell him that I need to check in at point B."
God. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Hey, we got to keep the lore, guys. That's the important part here. The lore is the most important. Okay. Cool. So you swing up and around. I'm gonna make some rolls for them not to get sucked into space real quick. I'm gonna make the.
Yeah, I don't want to suck them into space.
Well, it'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure you don't know what's going on.
Maybe only one of them will get. It's fine. But I'm gonna make a couple rolls here because there are 4 squads. I don't want the failure to mean all 4 squads.
I'm complicit in the murder of a bunch of people.
The most important thing is to keep you safe.
That's right. Yeah. So
very much like the best way to keep you safe is to keep you in control.
Murdering people.
They don't have a great roll on this, so I'm gonna just hit it once and then hit it 3 more times with the new roll. Okay, so the guys in blue, I think with 2 failures there, I think you swing down and like land on top of one of them, and he like loses his grip on the landing strut and just goes like tumbling out. And I think that he's probably not dead, Mouse. It's fine. Star Wars. People don't die. I'm also lying to you dramatically.
Stop
Do I feel it?
The lie? Yeah. Probably.
Or like his death?
The loss of life?
I mean, he hasn't died, right? He's tumbling into space.
He's got like a minute.
Yeah, he's got like a good 30 seconds.
Yeah, plus the Star Wars. You just need not like ox
and I think with another failure, the rope hits this guy and flings him backwards as well. Because they had 2 failures. And now let me roll real quickly for the rest of these squads and see if any of the others are as unlucky as that.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
Have I just killed everybody?
So the red crew here, they are not as lucky. They were closer to the edge and the door, so they go flying backwards. A couple of them. However, the green and yellow squads, they actually do pretty well for themselves. I think that we see them like, I mean, they probably took follow from their leader, right? And they like grabbed onto some debris, and they see all this happening. And I think that they've got a secure enough position. The one that succeeded, at least, has a secure enough position that they can take an action here.
Oh no.
Now it's just all about what action they think they're going to take. Man, what are they gonna do? I think that they're not really sure what's happening here. And there's a lot of crossfire potential here. So I don't think they're gonna shoot.
I want to harken back to what I said in the first session, that we shouldn't open random doors because you could get sucked out into the
Yeah, absolutely. That was 100% something that happened in the first session. So I think that they. Oh no, I know what they do. They have. Yeah. So here's what they do. I think actually some of them begin like because they're naval troopers, right? So they're actually equipped with like a way to combat this sort of thing. I think you see them like starting to anchor themselves in the debris, and I think that they're going to use their action to secure themselves for next time they have to make a roll. I think that is their action. So I want to get to the next thing that's happening, though. So it's initiative order is fine, and you guys can get on the ship fine because you've grappled to it. But Mouse, you're at the control booth, and you see people go flying every which way. You see Kin holding on to Jax as they fly through the air, attached to a wire connected to the shuttle, and like land on the ramp. What do you do?
I think I'm freaking out. Oh god, I didn't mean for this to happen. I think I'm gonna close the shields.
Yeah, absolutely. So you slam the button and the shield's like. I think that because you took such directed action, I think that you're able to save a couple of these guys from flying all the way out.
No.
Yeah, I'm saving some of our enemies. I'm sorry, guys.
The blue squad is like they're super dunsies. But I think that these guys they're incapacitated, right? But they like slam up against the shield and then like fall to the ground. They're probably not dead.
Probably. They probably got a couple broken bones though.
Yeah, definitely.
They're gonna get bedridden for a while. Not get, I mean beat.
Oh god, I'm sorry. Oh god.
So also it's important to note that Jax, you're pretty sure the situation's changed, regardless of what you're saying in this scenario.
Think of Major Andre.
But I do wanna go over to Dash and Xian. Xian, you sense something happened. I don't know if you're powerful enough with the Force to like sense death yet, especially from like such a distance and only a couple. But there's like definitely it's kind of like kind of like hearing a drop of water on a quiet, like in a quiet room, like a bloop, and like you're like that didn't feel good. That was weird, right?
Okay.
And I think that as you're looking at the sensors, you see that the starfighters, they punch it, right? And they like back off of that area very quickly. One of them probably goes outside of sensor range, and the other one probably like stays within medium but goes in a different direction. They like, they split off and went other directions. And I think that if you look, like you guys maybe have like just a little bit of a visual, you can see like debris now floating into space from that hangar. What do you guys do?
I look at it and I say, that doesn't look good.
No. Do we still have comm?
Yeah,
Like,
so
I-
contact?
you have the ability to use the ship's comms. So yeah, you can
Okay.
like transmit to your party members.
Okay, so the thing is like I'm talking through the ship, and I say, Jax, can you hear me?
Yes.
What's the situation?
Don't know.
Are you in the Landa?
Yes.
Is everyone
Technically.
in the Landa?
What?
Is everyone in the Landa?
No.
Who are we missing?
We're missing Mouse, and we're also surrounded by Remnant.
Mouse, do you think you can run over to a nearby hangar so we can pick you up? Or at least Jax? I don't think it's a good idea to try and get through that because we don't know if they're gonna shoot you.
I
Out
can
of
probably
being-
find another hangar.
Okay,
But,
Jax,
there's starfighters out there.
I know that, and I think we should be ready to jump to hyperspace at our starting coordinates. This place is too hot.
Okay. So you're going to take kind of the inaction route of like.
Can I tell the Remnant Lambda how well armed it is?
It appears to be equivalently armed as your Lambda. Well, your Lambda actually doesn't have any armaments.
Yeah, we don't have any
apologize.
weaponry.
So
On the Remnant Lambda, let me pull it up here.
Nothing?
No, it doesn't.
We have nothing.
Doesn't have
No,
nothing.
we have nothing.
We have
Yeah,
So
so
the-
yours.
The lambda
yours-
includes the hair is...
Yeah, so I explained this I think last week.
Alright, sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's a rental.
Yeah, it's literally a shuttle ship that you rented. Theirs is equipped with all of those items though.
Alright.
All of what items? Oh god.
Light blaster, 2 forward mounted, or a light blaster cannon forward mounted, a light laser cannon forward mounted, and rear mounted light blaster cannon.
That's
Okay.
okay.
So the blaster cannons are more like anti-infantry, like air to ground.
They are slightly less powerful than the laser cannons, yes.
All right, cool. I've overheard this conversation. And I guess my I'm gonna okay. So I'm gonna run to the cockpit. As I run to the cockpit, I'm gonna say, "Kin, see if you can close the door." I'm gonna try and get to the cockpit. Actually, I should just be able to, right? Because
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if we work in initiative order right now,
okay.
You can just run, yeah.
yeah, you can just use your maneuver to get to the cockpit. Absolutely.
I'm gonna use my maneuver to get to the cockpit,
Mhm.
and then as my action, can I take off?
Yeah. So as your action, you can power up the ship.
Alright.
Because that requires like an additional
Cool.
thing to do.
So I'm gonna.
and the reason why that is because Dash actually has an ability that allows him to do it as an incidental. So
Let's fly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
he actually has the ability to do it as an incidental, whereas you do not.
Alright.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna scream to Kin like I'm gonna try and get out of here, and then I'm gonna calm Dash and Mouse and say, "We've got a Lambda in here that's armed, and I think I saw something outside, so we're gonna have to run for it or shoot our way out of here."
The thing is, fighters, I think you need to be careful.
Yeah.
I'll try and cover you.
Okay, so that's your turn, right? In the turn order.
Yeah.
I think that the NPCs gonna go here though are gonna be the squadrons.
Oh no.
So I think that as that all happens, Kin, Jax dashes off to the cockpit and like jumps in the seat. You turn around and you see these two troopers are moving up, and they don't recognize you. So you have become a target.
Wait, did I tell him to follow me? I thought I told him to follow me as I was powering it up.
So as they get up in the
this
ship,
location. I'm sorry.
yeah. So they get up in the ship, and I think they begin firing at you. They're not really sure what else to do in this situation. It seems like the most reasonable
sure.
plan.
Yeah.
because you are an unidentified force. But they are reduced to 2 members, so it's not going to be that big a deal, right?
Yeah.
They are at short range from you. Because they use their maneuver to run up the ramp, and that's kind of exactly where you are anyway.
Okay, so they're like in the ship.
Yeah, they're like at they come up to the top of their ramp with their movement.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to fight the air anymore, and you're kind of just inside the entrance, right?
Yeah.
So that's 1 difficulty for the short range there, and go ahead and roll. Range light, they're using just blaster pistols. Okay. So they ping you.
Yeah. But it's not bad.
Not too bad. 7 damage.
Yeah. So I
reduced
have
by
a
whatever your
5, that
soak
will be
is.
2. Yeah.
Yeah. So two makes it through. Let me. I apologize. Let me get your character in here.
I put off the wounds.
Okay. Cool.
2 wounds.
And then I think all of the other they're not copying? Oh, come on.
Yes! Suck it. We got 2 droids now.
Oh wait, you guys can see the droids? Oh, yeah, that's even more awkward because I can't see them. Oh, there
We
they
can
go.
see
Okay.
2 of them.
There they go.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Ken.
So as far as the other naval troopers here, I think this other red squad, I think they're pretty much done. I think he runs over to his buddies to try and see if they're okay. Mouse, I think that I need you to roll me a stealth check, and it's going to be contested by the perception of these troopers because they don't know how the heck that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heidi time.
Yeah, Heidi time. Give me 1 second because they have. Gotta make sure they have the rights. Because since it's a contested check, they get to use their skill level, and since there's 4 of them, it's actually significant.
Do you get a blue die? It's your mouse.
I think that you're in cover, so you get a blue die. I think that is 100% okay. Okay, so it is 2 and 1. Get a blue. Okay. Roll away.
Yeah. Rolling time. Woo.
Oh.
I failed.
So yeah, I think that take a strain, and I think that you shut off the panel, and you're looking to make sure nobody's hurt, right?
Yeah.
And then I think you see the 2 squads down there. They look up, and you see a point, and then they come charging in your direction. Now they have to spend 2 maneuvers to just try and close the distance and get to you. But yeah, you've got quite a few troopers heading in your direction now.
Close the door and wreck it. That's the best idea.
Open the shields again.
Yeah, so you got quite a few troopers headed in your direction. I think that both these squads are you're the danger, so they're gonna head over in that direction. Which basically means they make it to the edge of the hangar bay. So you have it out here. You could try and stealth away and go hide in a panel or do something creative like that. But I think that what I need you to do though is I want you to roll me initiative, because now you're going to be involved in this particular combat. And let me get your token on screen. I think that I have a feeling you're going to be running through the ship hallways.
Yeah.
I assume here.
Yeah.
Not to play it too quickly. So I'm going to move you to the ship hallway so you have some aesthetic there.
Yeah. Where's the initiative? I forgot what skill that was.
So initiative is at the top of the combat tab. It says cool if prepared, vigilance if unprepared. This would be prepared. I mean, I assume that you would expect to get involved here.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll it. There we go.
Great. That is fantastic.
Not too bad.
So, that brings us to the
2 PCs left. Right?
Oh yeah, 2 PCs. Yep. I'm sorry, I put that out of order. So, Mouse, you can react, or Kin, you could do something.
You want to go first?
Yeah. Could I just slice the door to cause it to just break down and shut?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that I'll make it
Or
and
mechanics the door, I guess.
yeah, it's a mechanics, right? And so I think that's that's an easy check. But I'm gonna spend a destiny point on that to give it an upgrade.
Sure thing.
And you are good to roll.
Should we counter?
I do remove 1 black dice from mechanics.
I don't think there's black dice on this one. You're not in any
okay.
environmental or situational pressure.
Sure thing. Mechanics.
No
I
pressure.
don't need a counter. No pressure.
No problem.
Yeah, see?
Boom!
So what is it? How do you like? What do you do mechanically that like secures the door?
So I guess I just like I assume these doors are pneumatic, so I probably just like mess with the pneumatics so that it just like slides shut, basically. Like it just clamps shut.
Yeah, it slams shut, and then you just like break the console off the wall or something. Like how does?
I just brick the console off the wall, cause it to spark. Yeah, pretty much. I'm destroying it.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That's pretty much what I'm
You're
doing.
securing the door forcefully. Absolutely. Yeah, so I think they're gonna like. I think maybe we hear them like slam up against it, and you can hear them like trying to like they're like banging on it, and like you can see that through like the little viewports, you can see they're like trying to hack it, but they're like, it's broken. What do we do? So they're definitely going to be involved with that for at least a maneuver, certainly.
Yeah. And then I guess with my incidental, I'll just start bolting, running.
Yeah, absolutely. Just take the other exit, right? Just pop out or go through the back door or whatever and begin running. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Kin, what do you want to do?
I want to use a maneuver to close the door and then attack.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you hit the ramp button and it starts coming up. So at least no one else can get on the ship.
Yeah.
And then you want to attack them.
Yeah.
So I think that you'd have to use 2 strain to use another maneuver to get in and engage with them.
If if they were on the ramp, and he's closing the ramp, aren't they kind of gonna tumble into him?
No, because if they're at the top of the ramp, technically they don't move at all.
Oh,
if it just like comes straight up and down, or it's like an angle or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say +2 strain, and I'm going to attack using my unarmed, and that's just the.
I think it's just an average check here, right?
Yeah.
You're just off the ramp.
You could try as it's opening up.
But I closed the ramp.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. So that is 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 6.
Disorient 1, knockdown, and not stunned.
Yeah, but I don't have. I'm thinking I'm doing stun damage, but it doesn't really matter because they're probably minions.
They totally are minions.
Yeah, and I don't have any advantage to activate any qualities.
So
that's pure damage. 6 damage. Oh.
Yeah, and for 2 threat here, you know what? I think it would probably be important to maybe load up on strain on Kin here in this situation. And the reason why I say that is because you know that you just closed the ramp and Mouse is still out there. Yeah. So I think that is important. But anyway, you cold clock one. He just crumples. The other one still stands, but only barely.
All right.
So
2 plus strain there.
Yeah, because like Mouse is out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Joints can't handle the pressure.
Yeah.
No,
Kin is probably in his element. He also Mouse pretty much run and hide. So yeah.
So it's the officer's turn, and I think that the final scene we see before we take a break here, because it is break time. The final scene we see before we take a break is you see this officer here. The one that is closer with the green and yellow squadrons. He's going to take off running with them, and we see this other one. We see him call, but we can hear him too. He's like, Squadron 1, there are more aboard. Be on the lookout for any ships in the area.
Oh,
And
no.
Dash and Zian, you see the starships, they begin making a patrol of the area. And you're going to have to actively avoid them now. Or engage them, that's up to you.
I don't have a gunner. Yeah, no. I think I'm
Terrible
gonna...
at that.
Yeah, I think though, I'm pretty sure I have to like basically like do a maneuver and try and
Yeah.
The thing is, since it's let's right, I can technically just have a maneuver and then get in.
Yeah,
the
we'll get into all that when we come back. We're gonna take a break, but
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know that you're gonna be brought into this fairly quickly as well. You'll need to do some things.
So,
with it.
how long is the break?
So we're gonna take a break. Let's be back at 15 after, so 10 minutes.
Okay, I'll be back.
Cool. See you guys in a few minutes. All right, chat. Hello. How are you doing? Glad you all could be here. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll see everybody in just a few minutes. Stay tuned.